This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Shalom, all glorification, honor, and praise is due only unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, along with the bishops, Wazaquanium, who rule and teach the church well. Salutations to the elect of Israel, the Bayashah Dawadah, the house of David. Starts with the 144,000 his servants, the prophets, and includes the remainder of the remnant, which consists of men, women, and children, believers, those among Israel who believe our report. That's pursuant to Isaiah, the 53rd chapter, and the first verse. This is a spiritual house, all right, being raised up in these last days, consisting of lively stones, all right, the church. And that's who, it's like I'm in transit, as if you haven't noticed by now. That's who the Lord's dealing with, man, all right? That spiritual house. There's no third temple being built in the so-called Israeli state. All right, the church is the Israelites, and right now it's just the Israel of the Most High, because you have two Israels, right? You have the Israel of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and you have the house of Saul, all right? The unbelieving. The 2/3, they're going to be destroyed. And destruction's coming to America, man. I mean, you know, it's all the men of the Lord have been talking about it, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down, how, you know, as of January the 2nd now, 2025, right, which is the hopeful year of our deliverance and Esau's destruction and judgment, you know, but how this year has already come in, you know, with a bang. And that's an understatement, man. All right, that is a big understatement. I mean, you know, false flags, psyops, you know, bomb threats, you name it. And, you know, I could go on. But anyway, I saw this, someone put this little meme up trying to, you know, wiggle the Gentiles, the actual nations, into the new covenant, which they're not a part of the new covenant or the old covenant, because those covenants, Romans 9:4 will tell you, are only for the Israelites. But it's crazy how this man references 1 Corinthians 12, because this is the chapter where the Apostle Paul talks about how he says, ye were Gentiles, right? In 1 Corinthians 12, and I believe 2, he says, ye were Gentiles. He's talking to the Israelites who were repenting at Corinth, who had been raised as Greeks, okay? That's why they were being called Gentiles. They were being called Gentiles by the circumcision. Okay, the Jews who were keeping the customs, doing the laws back in the land, you know, which the Israelites, by the way, are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, to include the speckled bird brothers and sisters, all right, the Israelite foreigners. So when you see Jew and Gentile together in the New Testament, and it's pertaining to the covenants, the promises, salvation, all right, etc., all right, then you should know that the Gentiles are the Israelites. I mean, this is just, that's why I opened up with Sirach 39 and verse 24, right? Because this is a big stumbling block. I was listening to the elder apostle Tahar earlier, and he did a video, the wackiest Christian of them all, and other topics. Go on, watch it. But he was profiling the elder up in Baltimore, Karatazah, Elder Karatazah, Holy Bible Defenders is his page, and there was a debate between, I can't remember the camp. All right, it might have been Israel of God, but anyways, they was way off in their understanding too. But it was Sam Shamoon and some other David Wood, the cross-dresser, one of Vocab's cohorts. And these guys are just throwing everything but the kitchen sink at the truth, and to no avail, man. What they're doing is they're fighting against Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Sam Shamoon was saying that Jesus is the Sabbath, and I mean which his name ain't Jesus, man, and his name ain't Yeshua either, because there's a lot of bugged out Israelites calling him Yeshua. Nah, his name is the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, the second in command. Okay, the first spirit created, his name's Yahweh Shai. It means he delivers or he saves. But yeah, he was saying Jesus is the Sabbath. They look for they just look for ways to discount the law, statutes, commandments of the Bible. They are complete antichrists, man. And we don't like saying that word Christ, because that's just a Greek word that means anointed. We call him the anointed Hamashiach. But they are anti-messiahs, man. Period. These Jews and Gentiles are Israelites. Okay? They always want to go to Galatians, right? They love going to Galatians, which again, I don't understand it, because in his writings, all right, to these converts, all right, these Israelites who were coming back to the truth, Paul he addresses the saints. Who are the saints? The saints are the Israelites. The Israelites are the only nation of people on earth who ever made a covenant with Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh by sacrifice. Okay? No other nation was on Mount Sinai when Moses was receiving the Ten Commandments written on tablets of stone. Those were the Israelites, man. Okay? And I believe Psalms, the 50th chapter, reads, I'm paraphrasing it, but Psalms 50 and 5 reads, gather together, something along the lines of those who have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, right? So Paul makes it clear who he is addressing in these epistles, and he's not addressing everyone. When you see the word Gentile or Greek or Grecian or heathen, even heathen, because why? Because for a period of time, look at the Northern Kingdom. The Lord divorced his own people, man. All right, for a season. But then he promised to bring them back, and that's what's happening now. Again, the adoption being brought back, that's for the Israelites, Romans 9 and 4. Okay? So this is a huge stumbling block. And we at the end, man. We at the very, very, very end, as it's written in hold on, let me read this. As it's written in 1 Peter's, right? Let me not butcher it. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 7, and it reads, but the end of all things is at hand, right? This is the time we're in, all right? The end of this system, the end of this age, okay? But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch under prayer, right? And yeah, we got now more than ever, we got to be watching. We got to be watching now more than ever. Head on a swivel type, watching, because things are absolutely insane, man. And what's beautiful, though, is for us as the hopeful elect, okay, we have an anchor, right? Yahweh, we have this wisdom and knowledge, right? As it's written in Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure, right? So we're gonna be good, man, in the midst of all this turmoil. And again, we're only into day 2 of 2025, and it's already, come in with a bang. And that's an understatement. That's a colossal understatement. So yeah, man, Jews and Gentiles. When you see this in the New Testament, Jews and Gentiles in the same sentence, okay, the Gentiles are the Israelite foreigners. Did you hear that vocab Malone? Sam Shamoon, David Wood, the cross-dresser, Dr. James White, the Edomite, Dr. Michael Brown, the pedo. Yeah, that. All right. Jews, Gentiles, they're the same people. All right. I don't want to write this out. You was edified by this quick lesson. With that, I want to say shalom. It's on to the next one.